to create a working facility where we can create jobs in a core manufacturing base, long-term real jobs as I see it, rather than the transient jobs that often come in. But the idea of creating an environment where local people will work here to build houses for local people that live here to live in seemed to make a lot of sense. When you then applied that to the carbon footprint that Melody has mentioned, to give an idea of joined up thinking from start to finish. You start at a point and you follow the process all the way through. A lot of the manufacturers that are here today, in terms of the products and the things that they do, many of the manufacturers in the renewable industry for the last 15 years or so have been very insular in the terms of the way that they design their product. And they design it specifically for their purposes without thought of how it's going to get in the market, how it's going to work with other technologies, and how it's actually going to be applied, and then eventually how it will be used and interpreted by the user. Their interest is to get their clever gadget developed out. So I spend a lot of time thinking about how we can take the various aspects of renewable technologies and working with the supply chain that we've chosen, and getting them to tweak slightly, change slightly, to get things to work together properly in a seamless manner. You then need to look in terms of building. 2020 is our commitment under Kyoto. As a country, we made a commitment to it. We said we would do zero carbon building by 2020. It's coming very quickly. The construction industry for the last decade have been bellyaching. It's too difficult to do, it's too expensive, it's too complicated. People won't pay the premium prices for the technology in the houses. So they've spent millions building test houses just to prove the fact that it's too complicated to do it.
By having that finished article, you take the site we're about to start, certainly in August, here in Mansfield, it means something different to the community as well, the way we establish sites. I'll tell you a small story. My brother-in-law, bless him, has just bought a brand new property, a lovely property, middle of a new estate. So I kind of saw him on the day when he moved in, and that was great. I went back the following weekend and suddenly dawned on him. He's still living on a building site. We will develop this site differently in terms of the way we put the infrastructure in. If you're the first person on this site, the turf's down, the fence is down, the road is down, and we turn up in a day and put your house there. It'll take us a couple of days to do some other little bits and bobs, and we've got some small tweaks to get on the way. I'd love to get the energy companies to play ball and turn up and give me meters on the day I want them. They're the challenges ahead of us. But if you're that first person in, we've done all the work. All that's next door to you is the foundations for the next house. So you buy, you go off to work, you go out, you come back, you have a neighbour.
Mansfield, I welcome SpineLock to our district for all the reasons of jobs, investment, confidence and sustainability. So it gives me enormous pride to officially open this home and wish SpineLock a prosperous future in Mansfield with this very special product.